It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season and maybe a little hardware come February as well. It's the Cowboys and the Giants.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. But the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Marquise Bell in on that stop. You look at this Cowboy defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chance this is 4 down territory. Able to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins in 8 prior to that defeat.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And bulldozing his way through. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, putting together a good drive and get some points of their own.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
On second down, Prescott again.
A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you
rush coming, and he's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Giants! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 73 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. Prescott now.
That's caught. Jalen Brooks.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but there he goes left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Prescott. Goes right back to McBride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Throwing on third and long. Jones.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Prescott now from the 50. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A second down throw for Prescott.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Hey, kill! Hey, 47! Here go 46!
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard on
his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. To 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Prescott on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd down, Prescott. That's complete to McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. To the air again, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And quickly, they get to the line.
At the goal line, a gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 1. Run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Giants 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now Lance looking to change it up. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got room at the 30. And a fast footwork by White. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Lance now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 13-yard line.
Hey, green.
Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey McBride from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And they'll go for it. Lance, that's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Throwing Jones. On the slant, he's got Davis. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6. At the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give running right is Gainwell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 17, Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. For them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. Touchdown! Zamir White, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Giants. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Jones.
There's a screen with Gainwell.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. There he goes again. Touchdown, Giants. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 60 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Lance now on first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
To throw, it's Lance. That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. operating from the gun. Jones. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Bruh. Stop.
Still on his feet. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
York now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some postgame.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Again, it's Lance. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 29, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, an impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for